Hola, everybody. Hey, y'all. Happy Sunday. Happy day after the Sabbath. Happy all of them days. Hey, that right there. Just pick it up later. I've been trying to get better about not just leaving stuff because I leave it right there. Hey, everybody. What y'all doing? I gotta make me some coffee. Did I miss some folks? Hey, everybody. Hey, everybody that I didn't see. Hey, everybody. Whoa! The world is worlding, honey. Ugh. Would y'all agree that the world is worlding right now? The world is worlding, honey. Better and bigger than I think it ever has in history. What y'all think? Is the world worlding right now or no? It don't matter what you look at, baby. The world is worlding right now. Ooh. You said about this, to put this food up and you cooked. Okay. I ain't cooked nothing. I ain't gonna say I've been lazy because I haven't been there. I did take me a long nap though today. I did. I took a long nap. Woke up and went back to sleep. Cause I just feel like there is a war, excuse me, a raw. I was gonna say it, then I'm like, yeah, they be playing. But there's a raw that's being fought against our minds. Psychological warfare is spiritual warfare. Do you understand that? Hey, psychological is spiritual. Psychological is here, is it not? Right? No? Okay. And the Bible says, so as a man thinketh, so is what? What do you say? Is he? So I can attack your body, but if I just attack your mind, then you'll do it to yourself. Right or wrong? So what we call psychology is spiritual warfare. That's why the Bible tell you to understand how you think, understand how your enemy thinks, because it'll help you in life. Psychological warfare is spiritual warfare. Why do you think that the people, the VOG, be having psychics and all of this? They practice magic. It's a whole thing. Y'all know that, right? Mm-hmm. What a man thinketh in his heart, so is he. Come on. But it's not talking about this, is it? It's you don't use this to think. What do you use to think? Your spiritual heart is here because this is going to govern all your actions. You don't think out of your heart. In all reality, this is the heart of your soul. Because once, okay, think about it. Once you're brain dead, there's no more body function, right? Once a person passes away, there's no more movement. So if I can get your spirit, okay, then I can get you. Okay. What is the sweet talker? What is a sweet talker? Let me go get my coffee. I think I bent my cup a little bit, yeah. It's okay. I just don't want it to waste it here. Good evening. Huh? What is a sweet talker? What do a sweet talker do? Y'all here? Tell me. By no? No? What's a sweet talker? They manipulate you. Okay. Someone who talks, no, not a sleep talker, a sweet talker. They lie. They manipulate you. What else do they do? You said manipulates with fake kindness. Interesting. Okay. Normally, if a person is a sweet talker, what is their end game? There's a couple different end games they can have, but it normally boils down to only a few things. Y'all know what it is? To get something from you. What else? That's normally the main thing. In whatever way, because that is to get you to do what they want. Ooh. No matter at the cost to you, right or wrong. To tell you what they think you want to hear to get their way. Okay. Do me a favor to gain your trust, to fulfill their own personal need or gain. Come on. Okay. So look now. Can you all find the scripture that talks about honey-covered lips and post it here? Let's go looking. There's a scripture somewhere in the Bible about honey-covered lips. You guys, have you ever heard it? Anybody? That's hot. Because I'm going to want these on here in a minute. And then I'm going to be mad because they're not charged. Y'all sleep? Proverbs 5:3, it won't let you post it. Is y'all sleep? Oh. For the lips of an adulterous woman drip honey, and her speech is smoother than oil, but in the end she is bitter, as gall, and sharp as what? There's that gall word again. Isn't it crazy how gall really didn't mean that much until it did? Gall means there's something abnormal around. Mm. Mm. And sharp as a double-edged sword. Interesting. So they use a woman in here, but that can apply to anybody, yes or no? Because the same person that tells you they love you will kill you. Yes or no? The same person that tell you that they can't live without you and they love you more than anything, they will take your life as well. The same friend that will tell you I will be there through with whatever with you is the same friend that'll talk about you when you down and not come help. I'm trying to see something. Right? So those honey-covered lips can apply to anyone. And you have to be careful of people that only speak good to you always. No? The people that only tell you what you want to hear. That agree with every single thing that you say. Most times those people want to see you fall. That's why they won't tell you no, or that's not a good idea, or you should rethink that, because they want to see you fall. It's a real thing. Okay? I think there are a lot of people in this world right now that are saying just what people want to hear and not what they need to hear. Hey, D. Okay. Who's been here since 22 or for a long time? And I don't ask that to be whatever, but there was a conversation that we had a couple different times in here in the beginning of this, okay, where I said, you can't say you love CERCA and watch somebody of my same skin tone be mistreated and do nothing. Who remembers this conversation? Do y'all remember this? Some of y'all was here for it. Do y'all remember we had this conversation? And it came up when we were talking about living in times like our grandparents and great-grandparents did. Do you remember? Okay. Do you realize that this is the time I was talking about right here? Who remembers God telling us to go and talk to the people that lived from the early 1800s and the early 1900s, if they knew somebody, to sit with them and to understand how they made it through a certain time? What did they have to speak like? What did they have to say? What did they have to do? What did they have to pay attention to? What is it that they did to make it to where they are right now? Y'all remember this. You told us to talk to our elders and watch documentaries and study how they lived back then in those days. Why? Because it's going to be important right now. Do you see it? Do you remember me telling you that you need to be telling your teenagers they don't need to be out by themselves? You need to know where they are. And we also talked about getting our young sons those flexible things because it was an attack on them. Do y'all remember this? Who remembers this conversation? Because we had it more than once. We also talked about the fact that black people don't hang themselves. Did we not? I said, now we are gone and gone out of here. But that ain't going to be a way that we do it. This was in 22 and 23 when we talked about all of this. We talked about our children being safe in certain situations. We had these conversations right now about what is happening in America and around the world right now. God was warning us so that we could be alert, aware, and to pray over our sons, our brothers, our husbands, our uncles, our grandfathers, because God knew exactly what time we were going back to. You want to know why? Because the person and the people that are in leadership right now, that is when they felt they were at their best. That's when they had control. That's when they could do whatever they wanted to do and there was no consequences behind it. This is why the country has gone backwards to that time. But the whole be careful what you say, teach your sons, God was warning us about now. Yes. Even in that, he knew, prepare your mind to see what you used to see now. They're not showing us the bodies hanging from trees. But guess what? Somebody got the pictures, and I guarantee you they are circling. Somebody got pictures of the bodies. They are circling in circles that I wouldn't be welcome into. But it's some people in here, y'all know what's going on, and y'all family members is talking about it, and you can't say you love me and you don't correct them. When they tell a racist joke, you cannot say you love CERCA and you don't say nothing. You can't say you love the people in this community and sit back and just say, well, I'm just going to keep the peace. You're not keeping the peace. You're not. Because Jesus spoke out against things that was wrong. And he stood up for the people that were at a disadvantage. Even when it cost him his life. And I'm not saying do no silly stuff, but I'm telling you, if you see some stuff and you don't say nothing, your love for me can't be real. Heart talks. But it's a real thing. Because it might not be my son, but it's somebody's son. It's somebody's daughter. You at your job and you know for a fact that a person is being mistreated because of the color of their skin and you don't say nothing. You don't even put in a silent nothing to say, hey, I saw some racial discrimination, you know, da 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 da. I didn't think it was professional. Like, you can't. You can't be okay with other people walking around in fear and you do nothing. Hello? And the reason I say that, and we've talked about this here before, and we're going to talk about it again today. You cannot tell your children to run to us if they feel scared or anything, and our children are not safe in your communities. It's not fair. And nobody seen nothing. And nobody heard nothing. Are we going to talk about it? We're living in a different time. And you might have to have some confrontation in order to stand up for somebody. But the Holy Ghost that you swear you got, or the gift of the Spirit of God that you got, it should make you not be silly, but it should ruffle your feathers a little bit, where you be like, wait a minute, hold on, now we're not gonna do that. And I see you. If I have to record what you are doing, I will. Hello? The reason that Jesus and his disciples was getting beat on and folks wasn't messing with them like that is because they stood up for the injustice and the things that were going on that were not right. And they were strong enough in their belief in God that no matter what happened, they was going to do what was right. We are in a time the CW we talked about is coming. And there are going to be some real decisions that have to be made. It's a reason that the Bible said that there would be neighbor against neighbor and all of this kind of stuff, because it's a real thing. We are in the time right before Noah, or excuse me, in Noah's days, when we read about the angels going down and stirring up men against each other. Don't forget about that part. Yes, the monsters are coming, and yes, the other stuff, but also the fact that we are going to see a lot of bloodshed. Innocent bloodshed. And we talked about this before, that not innocent from sin, but innocent of the crime that took their life. They never got to go in front of a judge and seek justice or get a real trial. So then they are innocent of why they died. Okay? All because somebody didn't like the color of their skin. Huh? I didn't commit no crime or nothing. You just don't like me, so you take my life. Oh, okay. You say yes because that happened to me at my previous job, and the job before that, I was the only one that worked there of melanin. You said that any other, especially males, didn't make it a month before they were let go. Listen, it's a real thing. You can't. this world is real crazy. And it sucks that it's like this. But again, Jesus stood up for the underdogs. He stood up for the people that were being treated misfairly. Like, I'm misfairly. Blah, blah, blah. Anyway, he came for them. And you can't say you have his spirit and say, I'm not going to get involved. I'm not going to say anything. Because then, you sat there. You saw. You did nothing. You said nothing. Does that mean you're compliant? And it's okay as long as it's not you and your family or you and your child. I do want to ask y'all a question. Do you feel like it's crazy that a young man was drowned? Actually, like 3 young men in the last couple of days have been drowned, or they found them drowned, or whatever. Not just hung, but drowned. And then there was major flooding in areas where there's not a lot of black people. Do you think that's strange? The world is talking about, oh well, da 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 da, and then, and this ain't the first time it's happened. Y'all don't think that's wild? Since we have been talking, this has happened a lot. That there will be areas where certain people are not welcome, where certain people cannot go, they're treated badly, and then that area is torn up. It's almost like if you're going to keep being selfish, you won't have it either. The earth ain't giving them vibes to y'all. Yep, y'all don't see it. Think I'm tripping? Wasn't Asians just going ham on black people right now? Just about 2 or 3 weeks ago? Asians was going ham on black people. You know what happened? Did you see? They whole stuff flooded. A lot of the places where the flooding happened in Missouri, niggas is not welcome. Not even on the streets. It's God's land. Come on. You don't own nothing for real. And the fact that you will mistreat somebody on God's land that he gave to all humans, I think that's why he don't care about tearing it up. I mean, there was a whole earthquake when he died. We know for a fact when Moses and them was flying through the air and doing all that they was doing, it was all kinds of stuff going on. I'm sorry, Abraham. Listen, at the World Cup, there were people that treated the black athletes like crap. It's been a lot of tragedies to some of them people that left the World Cup. Or am I not tripping? It's been like a couple people that had died and all kinds of stuff that happened to them. They was kicking dirt on folks and doing all kinds of stuff. We're not going to shy away from the fact that no matter where black people go, we are treated badly. Hated amongst all the world. It don't matter how much money, how much education, how much skill, how polite, how nice, how kind, how whatever, giving, it does not matter. Because before people see all of that, they see this. And this alone can have somebody take my life. To have somebody, God forbid, take one of my children's lives. You cannot say, "CERCA, I love you," and hear somebody call somebody a nigger, not nigga, and not say nothing. Even if your only form of protest is to get up and walk out of the room and give them the stankiest look you can give them so that they're embarrassed, even that is a statement that I will not tolerate that kind of language around anybody. I'm not cool with it. I don't care if it's your boss. I don't care who it is. Soon as they do it, turn your nose up and get up and walk away from the table. Mama, people, whoever. Your kids. No. You can't comply with it and then I can't. Because if you're not willing to stand up for that, right? What about when they start hunting everybody? Because they're starting with us. Well, they actually started with Spanish folks and some other people. But remember, I told y'all, we're being hunted. They're just honing in on their skills right now to hunt people. So you don't have to care that it's not your kids right now, because it will be. Unless you're going to take the mark. They always start with the undesirables. We talked about this with the homeless. We talked about it. It go from the homeless. Nobody don't care what happened to the homeless. Oh, okay. Boom. We talked about them being in camps. We talked about people being immigrants and them being in camps. And now what's starting to happen, the same thing that was happening with those two sets of people is now happening with normal citizens. And sometimes it don't matter the color, because now they throwing white folks in jail, Asian folks in. If ICE come and you get in the way, you get in there and you get treated like everybody else. Ain't no special treatment or nothing. People should not have to walk around in fear They might not see their children ever again just because they're brown. That should not even be a thing. So to my white cousins, it's some hard conversations y'all need to be having. We having to have hard conversations. We are having to strip our children from their friends and not allow them to live a normal life because we're back to the 1950s and 60s and the 40s. We have to be nervous that our husbands and uncles and dads, we don't know. You said this is what Make America Great Again looks like. Right, exactly. But we talked about it. And this is why we went and we talked to the elders and understood. Remember I told y'all, my auntie is almost 80 or is 80, whatever. And she used to tell me about the curfews that they used to set. You bet not be no nigga after 7 o'clock out. You bet not be out your yard. I talked to y'all about the story she told my auntie, or my big cousin technically, about her watching the hanging and how they drugged that man behind the truck and how she had to keep my mama and her other brothers and sisters, and she was only 11 or 12. I believe I told y'all that story last year. This auntie is still living, and now she is seeing, and how many more people have come up hung since then? Did she tell us that story because she can see a pattern? Because she was alive the first time it happened. She lived through it. Even us talking about that story on here was a precursor for what we were about to see. You cannot tell me that the Hebrew boys are not still being slain. I didn't say Jewish. I said the Hebrew boys are being slain. The Hebrew children. The same thing that was going on in just about every era. Hello. There is no other race of people on this planet that's under attack like black people. And all we doing is just trying to exist. And they always change our identity or erase our history to try and make us forget the patterns as well. Come on. Not a comfortable conversation, but we always gonna talk about what's real over here. I'm I'm not asking nobody to lose their job or no crazy stuff like that. But I hope you're not sitting at the table with people that don't care about. And if you are, why are you not having the hard conversations? Because we do that over here. We bust people in their head to the white meat and get them together because we know that they sick. So, y'all hear me? Life is getting ready to be very different. It's real quiet in here. Is y'all thinking or is y'all asleep? Hmm? Hello? You're thinking. Thinking about how real it is. And even though we are a melting pot of people, you gonna have to you gonna have to stand up for people in real life. You're gonna have to. You're gonna have to tell your family members, hey, I'm not cool with that. And that's not funny to me because if you love God for real, that shouldn't even that shouldn't even be a conversation you should be having. And if you're gonna talk like that, I can't talk to you. You said I can't stop crying and talking to my kids and my oldest grandsons that's 14 years old about life and things that are going on around us. It's so scary it is. You see, I have a lot of truck drivers in my family. I'm scared for them all the time. Come on. White cousins, raise your hand. Do y'all hear these concerns that we have to live with? I don't want y'all to hide in the back. Where my white cousins at? Come on. Come up here. Hello. Are y'all listening? Okay? I need y'all to hear. Because black people always paint it out as being irritated. We have to be on edge at all times. Literally. We really don't get no real peace. We have to find our peace. And even when we find it, somebody coming trying to ruin it. Do you understand? We have to worry when our kids get stopped by the police. We have to worry. They start getting rules before they 7 years old of how to deal with the police or people in authority. They can't even just be regular babies. We have to teach them things like when you go together, you come back together. Do not leave nobody. Stay with everybody you came with until y'all come back. What is happening to our children right now is the reason why our parents gave us those rules. The reason that we have to give our children these rules. The reason that black moms are putting Apple tags in their kids' shoes. in real life, sewing them in their backpacks, because our babies come up missing, just like we saw on that show, The Exorcist, and nobody know nothing. Nobody don't know nothing. He said it's crazy to me that many people who say they believe in God, from my experience, the most hateful toward us, because the God. Listen, if you've ever heard having a form of godliness but denying the power thereof, okay, you're watching it in full. It's, you see, I'm a Christian. Nothing about you screams Christ-like. I go to church and I pray to God. Which one? Because the God I serve, he tap dance on your forehead. You ain't okay with nobody being mistreated. He will tug at your heartstrings and won't even let you sleep until you say something about it. So we can't be. I don't see that. Mm-mm. Do you understand? The God I serve, he what? Mm-mm. Mm-mm. You hear the cashier being rude to a person of color, and you know it's only because of the color of their skin. You supposed to say something. That's why God put you right there. Hello. I'll be right back. I'm gonna ask you about your homework. I just had to get that out because it's just crazy that we had all those ugly conversations back in the day, and now they're all everywhere. Can I play something for y'all? Some of y'all might have already seen it, and then we're gonna move on from this. Cause I know somebody in here thinks, "Oh my God, Circa's overreacting." I'm not. I promise. In that video, he talked about a lot of other stuff too. How many of you would feel comfortable as a white person? I'm looking for the other video because I wanted y'all to hear the full video of what this man said. And then y'all wonder why we be on edge when we go outside. Because these are the people that we run into every single day as a black person. I feel like I downloaded it, but I guess I didn't. Interesting. Here it is.
Yeah, you got that right. Yeah, we did. We sure did do it. What you think? What you think we do when we take y'all young men camping with us? You know them boys don't know how to swim. Yeah. Throw them in that water. Say, swim, boy, swim. Woo! Learn how to swim, boy. You can't do it. You can't do it, boy. Y'all ain't ever gonna learn how to swim. Yeah. Yeah, they did it. The boys did it. This is a damn tradition for us. Yeah. This is a tradition. We take you boys out in the woods. We throw you in the swamp. We throw you in the creek. We throw you in the springs and rivers. Yeah, we throw you in them oceans. And y'all can't do a damn thing. Y'all be in there splashing and screaming, I can't swim! I can't swim! Oh, hell no! But you know, it ain't our fault. It ain't our fault you're fucking stupid. Grown man don't know how to swim. Yeah, what y'all think we do? You know, yeah, it's a big conspiracy. You know, every 6 months this skin tone, we all get together in our neighborhoods and we have like a little neighborhood meeting. Y'all ain't invited. We get together, we make plans, we talk about y'all, talk about, yeah, let's put this one in football, you know, let's put this one in basketball. Yeah, let's encourage him to do that and this. Yeah, we bet on y'all. Man, we just play y'all like a damn game, and y'all don't even know it. This is a tradition. Been going on since the beginning of time, and y'all still in the dark. And I thought I'd go ahead and tell you, but even me telling you, it's still just gonna be conspiracy, and nobody's gonna be able to prove it. Yeah, this happens all around the nation. All of us are involved. Every single one of us. Water.
So if you ever wonder why, it is disgusting behavior. And I know that it's not all of y'all, but think about having to send your children to school and their teachers feel like this about them, and the Uber driver feels like this about them, and the cashier at the store feels like this about them. The police feel like this about them. Think about having to just put yourself in if the roles were reversed and you had to send your husband, your wife, your son, your mom, your dad into a world that felt like that about them every single day, what state of mind would you be in? How would you train your children? How would you pray over your husband and your sons and your daughters? How would you do it? What would you teach them? Our children can't even walk in the neighborhoods that they live in and feel safe because somebody don't feel like they belong there just because they brown, not because they looking in no cars or nothing. Our children get followed around. We get followed around in the store. And I hate to say it, and I done told y'all this before, my white friends used to steal every single time they went in the store, and I didn't steal nothing. They thought it was a joke. They thought it was funny. I told y'all. One of my friends, when I was grown, she said, girl, please, I'ma steal because they ain't going to be looking at me. They looking at you. And I'm getting them blind. I'm getting everything I want to get, and I didn't even steal. In real life, somebody, girl, they ain't gonna be paying attention to me. They looking at you. I was like, but why? Because I know they looking at you. The same thrill that your children might get or your cousins or whatever, it can cost our babies their lives and they didn't even take it. It has cost our children their lives and they didn't even steal it. So again, to my white cousins and my white aunties and my white sisters, if you don't have biracial children, how would you feel sending your baby into that type of world every day? What would be on your mind? Would it be hard for you to treat people nice if you knew that pretty much everybody around your child wanted them dead? How would you feel for real? Not a made up threat, a real one. You said they're not safe either. Yeah, but the ratio of white children killed by police officers is not the same. You said absolutely it would be hard, it would be terrifying, right? So give black women and men some grace. If you see them frustrated in the store, could it be because before they even got in there and figured out what they wanted, somebody was following them? They always try to show us irritated in the store. That's why. Because before we can even pick up something, somebody's following us around. We don't even know what we want yet. We cannot just browse. People talk rude to us and we ain't even rude or don't speak. Just because of this. If you see somebody being mistreated, do your job. Now, that's the last of that because we're going to have ugly conversations over here. And I'm going to keep saying that. We're going to talk about it. We're not going to act like it's not happening in the world. Because it might be my baby that you protect. It might be my grandson or my granddaughter or my niece. I got people all over this country. Okay? And you standing up, you might not even know. That could be my little cousin. One of my great nieces or nephews. Okay? You said, then when one of our people get a job under a white establishment, they have them stereotyping us as well. I went to Five Below. Uh-oh. Last month, listen. Oh, you said none. Listen, this is the thing. That's why I said early on in this last month and was being followed because listen, I already know, baby. A stroller in. Listen, we have to teach our children. It's okay. I got you. But you understand. So here it is. Y'all love me. Okay? Here she is telling y'all. This is something we go through. Y'all just heard people say, nope, yep, I've experienced this, I've experienced that. So if you ever wonder why black folks kind of, I ain't gonna say got a chip on our shoulder because we don't, but we're like standoffish, it's because we don't know. Okay? I wanna share one more story with y'all. Now this lady was cussing a lot, but I need y'all to understand this. And then y'all wonder why sometimes CERCA say some of the crazy stuff she say. But I be joking, but I don't. It be real life for real. Cause this is how. Listen. White boys pull up on me in the middle of the motherfucking night. We wanna have some fun tonight. Oh yeah? Alright. How about we put you in the back of this truck? Rape you, nigga, bitch. Drag you, nigga, bitch. Hang you, nigga, bitch. And people think that I be bullshitting when I say I'm not kidnappable. I would never be trapped with you. Will always be trapped with me. Glad that I've always been like that, but after that experience with them white boys, overly so. So much so, I damn near want you to try. Gonna do some karmic debt paying around this bitch. Anything that is posing me a motherfucking threat, dead in the motherfucking eyes, bitch, try. You're gonna die. It's not gonna be me. Look, the burn in his motherfucking eyes. No, bitch, I'm not running from you. Yeah, we're gonna have some fun with this nigga tonight. Get her! Reach for that motherfucking door. Bow! So motherfucking drunk, he don't even know I done stabbed him right in his motherfucking damn near artery. He reached for that motherfucker again. Bow! I was reaching for his motherfucking artery. His God was with him again because I ended up hitting his ass right here. That's when the bitch realized he got stabbed. That nigga bitch stabbed me. They do.
Instead of tending to their motherfucking friend, back the motherfucking truck up and proceed to try to run me the fuck over. The only reason why they couldn't run me over is because I ran behind a fucking pole. Stop this close. I'm not even worried about y'all friend. Back out, tend to him a little bit, and come back around the corner. Me that had told my brother. Now this time, and he finna die. And y'all still looking for me? Only for my brother to meet their ass in the middle of the road with a fucking automatic. Trying to explain this shit. I done found the biggest motherfucking pole I could find. Bow, bow, bow. Ain't no windows, bitch. Feel like I could sleep that night. Bitch, very much a joke. It's like,
What if that was your daughter? And I know she was cussing a lot, I told y'all. What if that was your 22-year-old daughter out leaving work and she gets attacked by a truck full of men that say we are going to R-word you and hang you? She looked like she ain't no more than 34. This was 6 days ago. And she lives in Texas. Her name is Pina Colada. I'm asking family. We family, we're going to have the ugly conversations. How would you feel if your daughter came home and told you this story? How safe would you feel sending your children? I mean, I need y'all to understand. You said, and that's so exhausting. You said because I want to bring children in this world, but I'll have to accept the fact that the world wouldn't value my baby's life. Exactly. It's so true, and don't let them see one of their folks with you. They'll tell them to get away. Do you understand? My white cousins, I know it's not everybody, but if y'all family be saying stuff like this, and you're a part of this community, you have a responsibility to stand up for the people you say you love in here. Because you can't come in here and say you love us and then turn around and allow those conversations to happen around you and you don't speak up. Because it's real for us. It's not just jokes. It's not just talks. It's not just none of that. This doesn't normally happen. Y'all see that? It's either one color or the other. Y'all see it? I got one in my bathroom. It normally just stay on. And if the filter is bad, it just cuts off. It's pretty interesting. It's never done that. Can everyone pray for me? I'm stuck in Belize. I'm trying to go home to my kids on the first flight. Yes. Is it because of the storms, Lorraine? You said was chased home from school a few times by the white hoods as kids in the 90s. Exactly. You said, "Circa, I had to ask God for forgiveness for the thoughts that I had if something happened to my children." Listen, this is the thing, right? We know that this was coming, but one thing we don't shy away from over here is ugly conversation. It is. And we gonna talk about all the ugly, okay? Whether it's racial, whatever it is, we're gonna talk about it. We talk about cheating. We talk about everything over here. And we're not going to glaze over this because we all love each other. We're not. Because it would be the same thing if I was put into a situation where there was one white person or one Spanish person or one Asian person, and it's a whole bunch of black people, and I see people making fun of them or doing stuff to hurt them, and I don't say nothing. I can't come in here and tell you I love you and I love my Spanish people and I love my Asian people and I sit back and watch it and kiki and ha ha with them. I can't, because then that means I got honey covered lips. That means that what I say to you ain't true and what I feel ain't real. Mm-mm. So if you okay with watching somebody call somebody a nigger and you don't say nothing, or some other derogatory statement and you say nothing, I'm gonna wonder where your I'm gonna check your heart posture. I'm gonna need a temperature gauge in real life. You said right. We need this. We have to. Together we stand, or divided we fall. Yeah. Because what happens when the one world government people are hunting us? Will I be able to trust your judgment? Because if you'll throw me under the bus now and not say nothing, you'll throw me under the bus during that time. And this is for black folks too. This is everybody. Not enough flights going to America. I definitely gonna pray that God get you to where you need to be. You said I successfully avoided that family vacation my father-in-law planned 2 years ago. Me and my kids are comfortably at home. I got my slushy machine. Listen, okay, so y'all don't know this, but recently somebody invited y'all nephew, my son. It ain't even been 3 months. Somebody, like in the last 2 months, like late May, early June. And if I'm not mistaken, it would have been him and one of the black boy. I promise you, if I call him right now, he gonna tell you I told him, you better not get on that boat. I said, boy, he said, Mom, everybody's going to the lake. I said, who is everybody? And he told me, and I said, boy, mind y'all, my son about to be 30. I said, boy, you better not get on that boat. You know better. Mm-mm. You said, y'all, I just had a flashback. I remember I told you it was a ritual he was planning. Mm-hmm. Look, I don't know if he gonna answer. He might be busy. But look here. Hey, you at work? Oh, okay. I'm live, but I gotta ask you a question real quick. I'm gonna put you on speaker, okay? Okay. Can you hear me?
Yes.
A couple months ago, you were gonna go to the lake with some people, and what did I say?
No. Don't go.
Oh, okay. Thank
And I
you.
paid and everything. I didn't get my honey back.
Yeah. Oh,
But
okay.
yeah.
And how long ago was that? Like a month or two?
It was matter of fact, it was March. It was your birthday.
Oh, so it was even longer than that. Oh, okay.
Yeah, it was your birthday.
Oh, okay. I love you, son. So even further back, March.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, I did not go, yeah.
Mm-hmm. And then when you said you might go again, I reiterated why you shouldn't.
Yep. Yep.
Oh, okay.
Same thing that just
The same thing that what?
just happened.
Oh, okay. All right. I love you.
I love you too.
Bye, boy.
All right, bye.
It be a lot going on in my life that I don't tell y'all about that show up on the news. I'm trying to tell you. So this is very like to my heart, because I thought it was 2 months ago. It was my birthday. He said he was going. I said, boy, you better not get on that boat, and you better not go out there with them water. No. You said as a mother of a black son. Listen. So when y'all think, oh, circuit, no, this is dear to my heart. Because the same people that be acting weird with my son tried to get him on a boat during my birthday weekend. Hello. And they be weird. And I said, don't you get on the boat with them. And they not even all white. That's the thing. They're other races. But I said, you better not be the only black boy on that boat. Matter of fact, don't even go get on the water with them. And that's not being racist. That's making sure my son gonna get home. Y'all hear him start laughing. He said the first thing you said, no. He's grown. He's 29. He paid his money. He make his own money. But I know, no. You said you also told me not to go meet or my children. Nixie Pooh? This ain't a color thing. This is a survival thing. And you married to a hoe? Come on. So small. I'm so glad I listened. Listen. That's why listen. When I tell you, sometimes when I see the news, and again, I do not tell y'all everything that be going on in my life. I don't. But y'all heard my son. So when I see stuff that just happened in my life and I tell my son or my kids or a friend or whatever, and then it be on the news like back to back to back, I'll be like, God, thank you. Because what if I just said, oh, I don't want to hear my kid's mouth? No. I don't care if you my friend, my cousin, whatever. You said I'm supposed to be going to the Turks. I guess I'm not going. Listen. You said exactly. My bro was invited to go to Florida next month by his patron. I said, nope. And listen, to my white family members, this is not me trying to say it's all of y'all. I know it's not all of y'all. But look how we have to prep our sons and daughters for going out. You don't think we want them to be on the boat? We do. But we want them to come home. And it's sad. And they say, oh, black people just need to get over certain things. Why? When it keeps happening. Make it make sense. It hasn't stopped happening yet. My son is 29. My mama told me that in the 80s. She knew, my mama, who is 69 years old as of a few days ago, they knew. So it's still here. And it's getting worse. It shouldn't be, but it is. And so then if you run into a black person that is hesitant to be around you because you're being nice, don't be mad. Don't be offended. Because that's how they get our babies. That's how they get our husbands and our daughters, by pretending to be nice. Honey covered lips. Or they use their authority, because we all know it's the police hanging people. It's the authority of the people. I'll be right back. It's the authorities. We know it. Now, on to our assignment. Who did your assignment? And it's like how when they keep reminding us why. Exactly. Think about it. Many of they carry their pride and greed. Amen. It says so they're easily used. And we don't know which friends. He said, look, my son, baby mama black, but I don't trust her. I don't want his oldest son over her house. It's that gut feeling, type of thing. Listen, yeah. You did your homework? Okay, good. We're going to get off this subject, but we're going to always address the elephant in the room first. Y'all still love me, even if y'all don't. It's okay. All my white cousins, I love y'all. But it's some hard conversations I need y'all to have. Because our babies' lives are on the line, and that's not fair. We need y'all. Y'all said y'all was our allies. Here you go. This is how we need y'all to work in the community for us. Thank you. You see somebody stalking a little black kid or somebody, pull out your phone and record so that they can have some video evidence. Hello, be the angel in disguise, the Jesus that the people see. Amen. All right. Who else did their homework? T did her homework. Did anybody else do your 5 fruit homework? What it takes to grow it? What's the growing season? How much does it yield? All of the above. Did y'all do it? Where it best grows? What region and all of that old stuff? Who did it? Or did y'all play? I tried to give y'all some time to get it done, because if I get back on and say, did y'all do y'all homework the next day, y'all be like, I didn't have time. So I gave y'all some time because it's definitely something that I wanted y'all to get into. I think I broke my glasses, y'all. I don't know. We about to see. My little thing popped off on one of these sides. On this one. I'm about to glue it back. Did y'all do your homework? Yes? No? T, you the only one did your homework? High five. Hello? Are y'all here? You said you started and didn't finish. My daughter, autism, been on 10 these last couple of days. I did my homework, the fruit homework. Yes. Yes. All right. Well, to the 2 people that did it, that's why, listen, if y'all ain't noticed, between assignments, I've been giving y'all more days because I really do be wanting y'all to complete this stuff. I know we didn't have a million assignments, but we at a time now where you should be able to dig in, and it'll lead you back to scripture when we doing these assignments. It should be some deep thinking going on. It should be some readjusting and rearranging. You see what I'm saying? So that's why we not just having class every day. It ain't no need for it, because if you get it into an assignment, you should be down a rabbit hole with a lot of stuff. Hello? Right? Because I'm not just here for entertainment in real life. I know our classes be entertaining, but we're in a time where God might bring something to your mind. Okay, let's use an example. Okay? If he say Apple Tree Grove in your mind, you might not understand. But then you go and you find an Apple Tree Grove. Well, if stuff get crazy, that might be the place he wants you to go. Okay? Remember I told you that God had me studying sales. I had no idea why he had me going in and looking at regeneration in cells and cells that were necrotic and all these different things. And then my daughter got diagnosed with a what they say is like a brain tumor. And everything that God had me studying was relevant to what I was getting ready to go through. You said it was a lot, especially the medicinal uses, and knowing it takes years, not seasons, to get fruit. Here we go. So is he taking too long, or is he growing what you need? Did it help you be a little bit more patient? Did anybody write down apples? And how long do it take for an apple tree to grow and then bear fruit? You said yes, some take 3 years to get fruit. He's growing exactly what I need. Come on. You said gotta rewatch because I don't know the homework. It's okay. It's all right. It was good though. If folks went on and did the assignment, it should have told you a lot. You said that was the first thing I realized. Uh-oh, sister. You can't plant an apple seed today and be mad because you don't got fruit in 6 months. You're not going to. You gotta keep nourishing something that you ain't about to see nothing from for a while. Huh? The same kid you feed for probably 18 years. Well, depending on how you teach your kids. For about 15 years, 16, 17 years, you're going to have to cook for them. But after a while, they'll be cooking for you. You bathe them, and then they end up bathing you. You said, yep, patience. What other fruits did y'all look up, and how long do it take to grow them? Riz, what you get? You said kiwi took me out. Average of 8 years to get a harvest. Ooh, baby. And that's if the growing conditions all the way up until that time is right. Listen, y'all, this assignment, I told my daughter to do it too. You said I didn't. Only call part of the assignment while at work that day. Oh, okay. It's okay. If you didn't, that's fine. Kiwi takes 7 years. You said apples take about 3. What other fruits y'all got? What are some of the things that can stunt the growth? You said I did apple, banana, grape, strawberry, and watermelon. Okay. And what did you get from your first just whatever? What did you get as far as what needs to be in the soil? How long it takes to get it? What did you get? Right. I was just telling y'all niece, I said, look, I don't think people really understand seed time harvest. And we've done classes on seed time harvest, right? We've done several classes on agriculture and gardening, but I don't think that people really. You did grapes, mangoes, lychees, strawberry, and peach. What you get? Oh, okay. What you get? How long can it take for your fruit to grow? What all do you have to do to prep? What needs to be in the soil when you're getting ready to plant it? What you get? And if God is growing different fruits of the Spirit in your life, why are you always so upset that you're not perfect or that, I mean, take time. Now, that's not saying keep doing whatever you want, but again, it depends on what is growing in you. Apples take 3 to 8 years from planting a young tree, about 7 to 10 years if grown from seed. Bananas, 9 to 18 months. Grapes, 2 to 4 years. Strawberries, 3 to 4 months after planting. He said, I'm not around my book, but I remember that too much nitrogen can mess up the growth on a lot of fruits. Uh-oh. Come on, babies. You said watermelon, 70 to 100 days, about 2.5 to 3 months. Okay. Okay. It's a very interesting exercise. Okay. And so then if you apply one of the fruits of the Spirit to each, or take 5, because we only did 5. Take 5 of the fruits of the Spirit and apply it to what you learned. What does your walk look like? Will that help you not have so many fits when things don't go your way? And we human. But again, do you think that God just made that a coincidence that all of that went into what we eat? And why he talks so much about agriculture and gardens and soil and grass and, rivers and all of these different things. It's all relevant to your walk with Christ, I promise you. We said coffee grounds provide tomato plants with a slow release nitrogen boost improve soil aeration and retain moisture. Interesting. Mangoes take 3 to 8 years from seed to fruit. Oh, y'all make me proud. You do. You do. And the reason I say that is because even though these exercises, people think it always got to be the word. This is the word. This exercise is the word. Did you see it? You said a mango takes 5 to 8 years for the tree to mature enough to produce fruit. Oh, so why you mad in your second year of walking with Christ that you ain't already preaching the house down? Who remembers when we came here? I said, listen, it's not in competition about how much you know. It's about how God changes your life when you get here. And everybody's growth is not the same. Don't worry about what nobody else know. You just learn as much as you can and apply it to your life, and your life will change too. You said lychees or lychees take 8 to 15 years. Ooh. From seed to fruit, and they so good. The first time I had one when I went to Atlanta, honey, they're so sweet and just amazing. 8 to 15 years. Pineapple takes 2 years to grow. Interesting. It's a reason he talked about fruit, trees, herbs, spices, all of that. It has everything to do with your spiritual life. It do. Because some things come faster, like watermelon. But some things you gonna wait 8 to 15 years before God revealed to you what it was producing in your life. There's situations that happened 20 years ago, but you might not produce a fruit from it until 21. Peaches take 3 to 4 years. Come on. He said also watermelon seeds have good medicinal uses, and we was always told not to eat them. Come on. Tomatoes take 145 days. That's the shortest on my list. Uh-oh. Interesting. Well, since everybody didn't do it, we gonna take it on another day, because I want to see. And everybody didn't grab the same fruits. There's all kind of fruits from different places in the world, and that's why I didn't rush to get back on here, because I really want y'all to take y'all time and get through this assignment. I think it'll help. Strawberries take 10 to 16 months. See? But we just so used to going to the grocery store, so we don't have to do the toil of is it gonna grow. Somebody else does it for us. Huh? We don't have to do the toil of raising chickens. Some of us do. But for the most part, we just go to the store and get it. And because we don't have to do the toil of getting it here, we expect God to treat us like the grocery store do. It's always available whenever you need it. And some things take time to grow. Some things have to mature enough to be able to bear the weight of what it's going to produce. We talked about this. You said we need to be planting seeds. Not, you said not physical and spiritual, or physical and spiritual? Now, physical and spiritual. Okay. Yeah. It changes your view about how long you have to wait, or no? Being impatient. You said, yes, I'm excited about it. Learning patience. Okay. Now, as you was typing it up, right. How long is it going to take for your love to mature? How long is it going to take for your long suffering to mature? Huh? You said even though it takes about 8 years for kiwi to harvest, the pruning process throughout the seasons are very important. Ooh, to prune in the winter months to stimulate growth, but lateral pruning is in the summer. So you got to get cut on before you ever even see anything. For years. So now y'all understand why when I came over here and people used to be talking crazy to me, and I used to say, I didn't just start this right now. I didn't just start this. Y'all just seeing me. But it was years of pruning. It was years of sitting in the house, not going nowhere, not talking to nobody, only reading and writing. I told y'all I used to be like, what is this even for? Nobody could have told me it would have been for going viral for talking about the Bible. I definitely didn't think it was this. I don't know what I thought it was, but I don't know. Every day I'm writing and reading. I'm like, all you let me do is write and read and study. That's all I do. Take the kids to school, come back, drink my coffee, get my meds in, and now I'm back to studying or talking to people. What do I do every day just about? Study the Bible with people and talk to people. And here I am mad. You said sometimes you have to take some of the fruit off the plant. You said so what's left will be big and healthy. Too many fruits take a lot of energy and stunt the fruit's growth. And you wonder why I'm always by myself, girl. That part. In real life, you start cutting people off, but I started growing in the word too. You hear me? I had time to study then because my attention was spread in too many places, so I couldn't grow. I was producing fruit, but not that much. Exactly. Exactly, Phaedra. Exactly. And you get to a point where you said that explains class. You said what's humongous and now you said was humongous and now condensed. I told y'all this class was gonna get little. It happens every time. When I was having Bible studies in my house and at other people's houses, it was a lot of people, and then folks was like, I don't know about her. I said, I don't care. No, you're just used to people that's gonna tell you what you want to hear, and you think because you show up here and you quote scripture that's it. That ain't it. We do the work over here. You're gonna cry a lot of tears, and a lot of people don't want that. They still want simple Christianity. I talked to a person the other day that's been walking with God for over 40 years, and they said, I realized I'm still a baby saint. God knows that I can't handle more. How, when you've been walking with God for over 35 years? How are you still on the milk of the word for 30? Just imagine a person only drinking baby formula for 35 years. You take them to a golden corral and they only want milk. You take them to a steak restaurant. You take them to a hibachi restaurant. You take them to a Brazilian restaurant. You take them to an Asian restaurant. You take them to a barbecue place, and every single time you take them to a new place with all of this good food in front of them, they say, no, can I just have some formula? No, I just need a bottle of 2% milk. That's it. They would stay hungry. You think they'll be grouchy? Your body has now matured enough to where it can have real food. So then your taste buds, they change for it. These books have been around in some form forever. Maybe they weren't all put together in this one book, but they've been in the libraries, in the religious history section. for a long time. For more than 50 years, for more than 100 years, these books have been around. Again, people that go to school, seminary school, or whatever, they have to read them. And they will quickly that's how they can tell you, oh, that's just religious history, it's not canon. Because you've read it. But you'll keep me on the milk. It's okay, Catherine. Exactly. If your leaders have to read these in order to put whatever they put behind their name or in front of it or whatever, why are they still serving you infamy? Because babies need to depend on you. You are in control of a baby's life because they can't do it for themselves. Because so they have to come to you to be fed and change them and do everything. They don't learn how to eat for themselves and go to the potty and get rid of the stuff and wash their hands and put their own clothes on. They don't learn. He said, and that's that they went to school and knew it was more but didn't speak on it. He said, and that's what I told my preacher before I left church. This is the thing. I'm not even saying leave church. I'm just saying the meat been around. It's been here. You said usually when a kitten understands they can have more than milk, they eat more and all the time. Keyword understand. Exactly. It hurt my heart to hear, but it's a true statement that there are a lot of people, they've been in church forever, but they still don't understand. And they've treated people unkindly. They have pushed people out and told them how far they are away from God, and yet they are babies. You said, and they still want, and if you try and ask them about it, they brush it off or change the subject. Right. Right. Can you understand now why they don't understand what time we're in? You see how that goes right over their head and they say, oh, I'm not going to be here. I don't have to worry about that. While living it. It's like a parent saying, you about to run into the wall, and the kid just keep on walking. And then they come and they cry to you and they say, oh, I'm hurting. You say, well, I tried to tell you the wall was right there. You weren't paying attention. Hello. It was right in front of your face. You said, and it hurts my heart to see how much I have missed and how hard it is for me to try and catch up. No. You listen. As long as he's you going where he tell you to read and doing what he tell you to do, you're on time. That can be a trick of the enemy too. He likes to run folks. God knew you was going to get here whatever day you did. And whatever information you have is the information that he wants you to have, as long as you're continuing to look. Because everybody don't have the same, you know? As long as you're getting it every day and you're going to the word every day trying to ask God what he got to say to you. And taking it in and applying it, you should be fine. And I'm not saying like you, I don't know if you're, you know, about the heaven part, but you can't run behind because it's all in God's timing. And technically, you can't even run ahead because he like to throw roadblocks and stuff in your way. Now you can run away. you can run away, but you never really running behind. That's why I think about it. If you was running behind, the stuff that you tried to do, like, I mean, if you could, you know, it would happen when you wanted it to happen or whatever. You can't. It's going to happen when it's supposed to. And that's because it's not in our time and it's in his timing. That's why he said, I'm never late. I'm always on time. So then technically you can't really be running behind. Because whenever he chooses to do it, it's the perfect time. So whether you got it now, 10 years ago, 15 years ago, as long as you're willing to work on it, I mean, time is not a thing for him. He can give you a huge amount of information in a very small time and allow you to understand all of it. Even if you did just get it 2 years ago. We put time on how long it's going to take to learn it and all of that stuff. He do what he wants to. So, it's just scary, though, that it's been available. And people will rather say, if God wanted me to know, he would have put it in the Bible, and God might have brought people to them 20 different times over their lifetime to show them the lost books and other information that would help the body of Christ, and they rejected it. So if you don't take it, how can you help the body of Christ if you won't learn? And that's what Hosea is talking about. It's not just for you. Some of the information, most of it, it might not even apply to you, but it'll apply to 100 people you come in contact with over your lifetime. And it's crazy that a lot of people spend their time questioning their purpose. I don't think that they would if they could access the lost books of the Bible. Because if it don't teach you nothing else, most time it teach you, you already walking in it. He said, I'm so thankful for him sending you my way and for all the support and great teaching that you are giving. I really appreciate you. I appreciate y'all too. This is the thing, Catherine. We live in life so that we can help other people live life. And when you refuse to do that, God can't use you. I mean, he can use you to be the example of what not to do. You know? You don't know how many days you have on the planet. Why would you want to be stuck in the same chair every day and not experience the world? And what I mean by that is, like, you don't want to grow outside of anything that you've already known. It's like sitting in a chair looking out the window and never experiencing outside. Yeah, you don't know what's out there. It's bugs, it's snakes, it's bears, it's all kinds of stuff. But running could very well, you ain't never used to take off running from something chasing y'all like a dog back in the day, and once everybody get like to safety, everybody just fall down and start cracking up laughing, talking about how everybody was running or what somebody did, got on the car. You can laugh about it now, but when you was going through it, it wasn't funny. It was terrifying. Right? But life is like that. You can be walking down the street and here come the dog. And when everybody is scared that their life is on end, yeah, everybody's all crazy. But as soon as you get to safety, which we know God is going to allow us to do for whatever reason, Then you can laugh about it and be like, nah, because you were real crazy. Why was you screaming like that? Don't be trying to act hard now because when the dog was on you, you jumped on that car. We see you. I didn't even know you could move that fast, right? But it wasn't funny in the moment. Everybody thought this might be my last day. So, right? 2 years later, everybody can look at each other and say, you remember that dog? And everybody gonna start laughing immediately. Immediately. Cackle. Dang near probably piddle on yourself. It's a real thing. Life is like that. And I think that if you don't interact with other people, however that may be, then you don't get to see God in a lot of ways. You don't get to see how he moves in people's lives and stuff like that. So it's like if you only reading the same thing over and over and over and over and over and over, it's like you can't grow. It's like eating spaghetti every day for the rest of your life and nothing else. I don't want to do it. Anyway, I'm not going to keep y'all. I just wanted to come on and say hello. I don't know if I'm trying to give everybody time to do their homework because I know it's a lot of information. If you're doing it right, you should fill up a few pages worth of information about all of the things that go into what we eat as far as the fruit. And we ain't even got the vegetables. We just pick 5 fruits. Right? 5 things that God might be trying to grow in you. Because the devil will try to make you feel defeated, like it's taking a long time and you should have known better already. But as you can see, some stuff, it got to be cut on. You said, yes, 2 pages per fruit. Come on, girl. Who would have ever known the fruit could be so interesting? Fruit. Right? But it also makes you understand how detailed, helps you understand how detailed God is in nothing is for nothing. The rocks that are in a certain area add certain properties to the soil. Like when you do studies like this, it helps you understand the detail and the thought that God put into earth and everything on it. You said, I know, right? You said it's multiple variations of each one. Come on now. All bananas ain't the same. Right. You said it also helped me with this not so green thumb that I have. Hilarious. Also, it helped you in the spiritual and the natural. Interesting. Well, come on in here. Well, come on in. I'm trying to tell you. Yeah. I think you'd be a little bit not more lenient, but just a little bit lighter on yourself. Because sometimes we be so hard on ourselves because things aren't perfect the first time and all of that. Right? But it's learned behavior. And there's so many things in this world that apply to our spiritual life that we probably don't even think about. But the conditions have to be right. There are different things, again, that have to happen prior to you even seeing what your purpose might be in life. Or he might take you through all of these things, and what you feel like is your life's entire purpose might only be a part of it. But he has to grow all of those things in there. You know what I'm saying? There has to be all these different things that are put into your life in order for you to be able to produce the fruit that he wants you to produce, not what we want to produce. You said, yes, it's like 1,000 varieties of watermelon. Blew my mind. Come on. Right. And each one of them needs something different. Hello. If nothing else, that should help you not compare yourself to nobody. Hmm. Hello. Everybody needs something different. Right? Everybody. And everybody's conditions are not the same. Still growing fruit though. Just think about it. Vegetables. All the different types. Animals. It ain't just one type of cow. It ain't just one type of cat. Right? All of these different things, they matter. They matter. And even looking at those, the environments where the animals and stuff have to live and what is good for them and and how he made their bodies to adapt and all these different things. You say, yep, this journey been wild, 2026, yeah. But it's producing. Okay. How many of you, with all this going on in the world, whether it be the racial tension, the financial stuff that's going on where people are saying stuff, how many of you have found yourself having to untype things? Like you might see a post and you type, and then by the end of it you delete it and just move on. Excuse me. It could be in the family group chat or wherever. Anybody? Excuse said me. Me. Anybody else? You the only one, John? Interesting. So folks, oh, you said yep. So Roy said, yep, I be having to delete stuff because some people want to say you. Okay. Yes. Capital letters. Is that growth? In 22, 23, would you have said it with exclamation points and the arrows pointing this way to your comment? You said I don't. You said me. I have done that. In 22, would you have said it? In 21 and in 2019, would you have hit send and not been ready for whoever was gonna say whatever they was gonna say afterward? You said sure would have and loud too. You said I do it on here all the time. Interesting. Wait a minute now. You be wanting to talk crazy? Hold on. What you be wanting to talk to, Shanny? Look. Oh, I was about to say, no, wait a minute now. She said, and do. And no, not crazy. Okay, I was about to say, wait, what? Hold on now. You said, and ready to clap back. Oh, okay. So did God grow something for you? I just be wanting to comment on certain things, but I don't because it makes me sound, oh, well, we know you're not stupid. Don't worry about that. We know you're not stupid. Very intelligent. Okay. So would you say that in this last however long you've been here, God grew some self-control in you? Did he also grow some understanding? Because you understand when certain people say certain things, it's because they don't know. He grew some grace in you. Mm. What about knowledge? A big yes on self-control. Interesting. Do you think the self-control is going to be a vital tool coming up and going forward from these days? not just acting on impulse? Do you think that's going to be an important skill coming up? Trusting if the Lord say don't move, sit still, keep the lights out, whatever it might be. You think it's going to be, yeah.
Drones they have that could actually reach into our country in just minutes. There's reports that there are about 300 Iran-made drones. The Shahed 136 has a range of about 2,500 kilometers. Can reach into New York City from Cuba. Wow.
Iran has repeatedly vowed to retaliate against our president for ordering the killing of Iran's Revolutionary Guard General Qasem Soleimani. The president told the Post today, quote, "I've left instructions, if anything happens, to just literally bomb them at levels that they've never seen before."
Attacks on U.S. soil. New warnings being issued out in the last 24 hours as we've seen Iran chant death to America, death to Israel. Assassination called upon Donald Trump, on Benjamin Netanyahu, and we've heard the IRGC has said that they want American blood on American soil in revenge for the death of the supreme leader whose funeral was just held. Let's take a look at the latest headlines so you can see it for yourself. Coming out today, coming out in the last 24 hours, July 9th, 2026, Jeb Bush sounds the alarm on Cuba's fleet of 300 Iranian suicide drones that could reach the U.S. New warnings being issued. Cuba weighing attacks on U.S. soil, Caribbean assets with drones from Russia, Iran, according to reports working together. Officials raised the alarms of Cuba-Iran kamikaze drones in Coral Gables. Now I'm going to be sharing.
Fast, ain't it? Kicked it right on out.
With you the latest video footage coming out on this and the articles in detail as we're hearing the warnings of new threats of attacks on American soil. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Are you concerned about this? We had heard about this about a month or so ago. New warnings coming out in the last 24 hours that as we are falling out of the Memorandum of Understanding and war is wrapping up and we're seeing things escalate with the conflict between Iran and the United States. New warnings coming out in the last 24 hours that Cuba and Iran working together with a fleet of 300 drones could be attacking all throughout the United States here very soon. Now this
Thank you for teaching us to pay attention to the news and for teaching us about ancient Iran and all the places you was telling us to pay attention to. Yeah, 'cause they all on the news. Right. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Mm-hmm. We was talking about seeing casualties here in America and stuff. And we was trying to prepare our minds for that. And, yeah. We just want to thank you. You told us about the stuff for the floods and everything, and we're watching things just flood on now. Everything. Yeah. Thank you. Are you ready to rumble? It's very scary. That people don't believe that there's something's gonna happen here. There's another video that I wanted to show y'all. Um, but I don't know where it is. I'll just wait till tomorrow. Can I do this real quick? I know I'm not supposed to, but
And it feels alright. I'm with the niggas tonight, and it feels alright.
when I tell you that is in my mind every day,
I'm with the niggas tonight, and it feels alright. I'm with the niggas tonight, and it feels alright. With the niggas tonight.
listen. You said, "Why I've been watching class and it's been black the whole time." You just showing that, because we started talking about that crazy stuff. But that song makes me happy. I just want y'all to know, Sarah, listen. Y'all can't tell me it don't be on your mind and repeat. It be in my mind on repeat. And I'm just so happy he made that song. And he probably didn't even know what he was gonna do with it, but I'm so happy he did. You see? Don't that make your heart beat fast? He said, "Read up, I gotta play for everybody tonight." Okay, uh-oh. Come on now. So let me ask you a question. Did you do your homework, Sarah? Did you do your fruit? Are you feeling better? Let me ask that first. You didn't do your homework or you're not feeling better? Or both? Oh, okay. All right. That song make me happy. I don't know why I like it. I do know why. What was I going to say? Oh, I said I was gonna let y'all go. It was something else I was gonna show y'all, but I can't. It was something about the virus and the worms and the parasites, that you should cook your food all the way through. You should not be eating no rare meat. They said overly cook your meat, overly cook your eggs. The vegetables, they was like, it's in the frozen vegetables. Stay away from strawberries, blueberries, and something else. Did y'all see that video? Because I didn't know it was in the eggs too. Did y'all? Hmm. I guess contamination with that. Raspberries and blackberries too, yeah? Yeah, I think it's important to pray over your food every single time you eat and drink. And people used to think we was being extra. Baby, I don't care if it's a piece of candy. I didn't make this. You said I didn't see the video, but I seen a long list of things that were affected from Publix. Taco Bell and some other places too. But did our daddy tell us? How many of y'all kept the bottoms of your lettuce or cabbage or carrots or whatever else? You kept the tops of them so you could grow the greens off of them. Y'all remember when we was doing this recently? Keeping the bottoms. I showed y'all the bag of the green onions I got. So that way, if I just need some green onion, I can just take them out of that little Ziploc bag and put them in some water. That's my mango seed. Y'all remember this? Just drying the tops. Remember we talked about carrot greens. If you put that in water, it'll start growing carrot greens. And carrot greens, our green onions, all these different things. Just eating the greens so we can still get the nutrients of that fruit or vegetable, whatever it is. You said it's some cyclovirus. That's real bad in North Carolina. What's that? What's a cyclovirus? What's that? Cyclo? What's that? You said yes, green onions and romaine. Okay. Because you really don't have to use their vegetables. If certain things you kept, you ain't got to worry about getting it from lettuce. If you still got your romaine and your green leaf bottoms, green onions, and whatever else, because carrots and it's a whole bunch of other stuff. Remember our dried garlic? Remember, you can grow the green garlic out of there. Just putting it in the water to start growing a green garlic, and you can use that if you don't have the whole garlic clove. And they say that's more garlicky sometimes than the garlic, and that's something that can sit in the windowsill and grow as well. And I know it's a whole bunch of other stuff that I just don't know right now. You said it has a long name and I can't spell it. Oh, okay. The parasite supposedly has an antibiotic that will kill it. Interesting. You said I went to the farmer's market Saturday and the produce price is up. You said I did pick up some green onions, girl. I got a big old bag of dried green onions. Not the green part, the white part, so I can just grow the green part. If I gonna use it, I cut that top off, and then that bottom part, I just let it air dry and keep it. Cyclopariasis. Oh. Is that the STD thing? Or is that the worm? You said a family member is a contract worker for the lab at NC, and the labs are fighting for employees to make antibiotics. Interesting. This don't feel like I Am Legend to y'all. You remember what Will Smith was doing in I Am Legend? I just cut up and bagged up all my fruit and got these seeds drying out now. Come on. It came up on the news feed, my phone. I was just Googling, copy and pasted the name. Okay. Y'all remember this? Ain't this what he was trying to find? He was trying to find a cure for the sickness that was going around, turning people into zombies. Ain't that what he was doing? It was something that was in a lab. He was trying to cure cancer. I thought it was something else he was trying to cure. It was cancer? Well, what turned the people into the zombies then? Because that wasn't cancer. That turned them into zombies now, wasn't it? Unless I need to rewatch the movie. You said intestinal parasitic infection causing. Oh, okay. No, because it's another name, something similar to that. And they said it's a new STD or something that's going around. And the name, I think it started with a C too. You said his work had that effect on humans. Oh, okay. Okay. No, but there's an STD that's going around too that sounds something like that. And they said basically it looks like a ringworm or something. Y'all seen that? I said, what is going on? Food pantries in Georgia are giving out for Patriots, Augustin Farms, LDS fried, freeze dried foods, including meats entry. Oh, that's mycoplasma. Okay. Okay. I knew it was something. I'm like, wait a minute, what's it? Now, what is it? Because it's a lot of sickness and stuff going around, and I don't know. Interesting. Interesting. So the food is crazy. The water is crazy. It's flooding. It's just a lot going on. I've been coloring and working on my puzzles and trying to find something that don't think about that make me think about it. Typically contracted eating. Okay, I got you. I just didn't know the name of it. I knew it was something going around, but then I just seen it's a couple of things going around that I had never heard of before, and one of them had to do with the stomach, and one of them had to do with your other parts. And I was like, oh, maybe it's you can't eat nothing, you can't touch nobody, you can't go nowhere by yourself. It's just a lot going on right now. A ton. I'm about to let y'all go, cause just make sure you're journaling and get your thoughts out, do your homework. Um, I'm probably gonna read in the morning or tonight. I don't know. It just depends. But I've been trying to just, you know, just be for a little bit. Talk to the girls, talk to my grandkids, because when I saw that about what's coming, people keep saying, oh, they keep saying, they keep saying, they keep saying. Oh, okay. Well, most times that kind of stuff happens when people are not aware. So, yeah, I love you too, Sarah. You said I thought it was interesting that you had just mentioned that about the produce and the herbs. Listen, our daddy put us on. Right? Some hair smells good. Let's back out. Broccoli, Swiss chard, red clover, millet, peas, watermelon, moringa, carrots, kale, red romaine, all kinds of seeds and stuff, comfrey leaves and everything. He must have knew something. Peas and all kinds of oregano, broccoli, thyme. You said, I will be back to canning and dehydrating tomorrow. I'm trying to tell you, said I've been having so many vivid dreams the past 2 days, not about vegetation, but about stairs and escalators and seeing things that possibly be real. Oh, I believe it, Sarah. I believe it. I believe it. One of my cousins had a dream the other day that it was spirits fighting around her bed. She was like, cousin, I don't know if I was half asleep or awake. I said, you was in the spirit, nigga. And what you saw was real. Hello? I hope you wrote it down, Sarah. Are you talking about? I've been going down the being showing up rabbit hole on here. All the stuff people been seeing in lately is real interesting. And you know what? Exactly what we talked about everybody saying, "Oh, it's AI, it's AI." I said, "Yeah, that's why they start bringing that AI out." You hear me? And this is why people they still not gonna believe it, and they don't even know it's real. The angels is showing up, the beings is showing up, everything is showing up exactly like it was in those days. Yeah. You said, yes, I'm sorry. Things that can't possibly be real. Why couldn't they possibly be real? Why? Why can't they be real? I don't even know what it is, but what? Got it. I was about to. You said, "Oh, they are." Listen, Sarah, do you remember me saying I'm getting myself ready to see if eyeball as big as this here window? This a double window here. This one. That one. This a double window. I've been trying to get my eyes ready to see one. He said there's an ex-witch who said the saying the satanic people. You said they said the satanic that people ain't gonna believe. Huh? Oh, they said the same thing that people aren't gonna believe it and say it's AI. Why you think God had us looking it all up? Y'all remember when we was looking up the giants with all the different eyes and arms, and we went through all of the mythology to see what they monsters look like? Y'all remember this? We looked up a siren in all the cultures, and we looked up a Bigfoot in all the cultures and what the names was. Y'all remember this? You said, yep, I had a dream about that yesterday, like a big eye with veins and whatnot hanging behind it, and it was huge, and I was fighting it from afar. Ain't that crazy? Because I didn't know, but I just said the big old eye girl. Mm-hmm. Ain't that crazy? And I didn't even know. But all that I seen was the big old eye in this here. Like, what I'm going to do if it's an eye? Come on. I'm trying to tell you. Listen. Yeah, we was in the books prior to AI, yeah. So now you see why I've just been coloring and working on my projects and you know, because we don't know what we about to see. All of the stuff that went bumping at night is getting caught on camera. You said, and today a dream about a big bear and a parade that went into chaos. If I can put it like that, hurting people running. Interesting. Interesting. Is Russia known as the bear? You said I hid on top of a statue, perched like a bird, and no one saw me. Tis, got it. Interesting, Sarah. Interesting. I just pray that God keeps us safe, and if not, I pray that if we have to go, it's quick. You said like the riot that happened at Newport Beach. What riot? What riot? When they had all the stuff on the ground? Mm. When they had all the broken bottles, I didn't know. I saw something about some kids taking stuff and whatever. Oh, okay. And I think I did. I didn't know where it was, but I saw a video and it was just showing people walking over glass and people running out with stuff or something. Okay. Yeah, it's about to get crazy. You said not sure if it's real or not, but there's a video of a mermaid in Coney Island. So I want to do this, but I think it is. Yeah. So the Giants of the Maritime and then the Great Lakes, of course. But you know, they have, I think it was like New Jersey or something like that, is where they found a couple of them up there when we looked. It was like up in the northern, I know it's in here somewhere, in the northern United States. Remember? I don't know if you was here for that. We was looking at the different news articles and stuff. I know it's in there. It's in the, I think it's in the Maritime Giants. It's in there somewhere. We read it in class. I believe it. I think that a lot of these earthquakes and stuff that are happening are releasing the stuff that's been, you know, hidden in the earth, hidden in the water, hidden in the caves, hidden, yeah. So, anyway, I might see y'all tomorrow. I probably will see y'all tomorrow, but it'll probably be later. Okay? And plus two, I want y'all to do that homework if you can. The five fruits, please. How long it takes to grow, what all needs to be in the soil, how much pruning, how much this, what would stop it from growing, if you can. Okay? And I know it's a lot going on, so you all right? You all right? Why are you saying you? Girl, it's okay. I want y'all to do it because I think that it's a very powerful exercise. And I think people will stop being so hard on themselves. Yeah, it's okay. It's all right. No, that's why I ain't really been on here. I know it's a lot going on. Listen, people are out of town for vacation, and it's all kind of stuff. People prepping for school. It's a lot going on. So, Sarah, girl, you are fine. Listen, I gave time because I really do want people to do the exercise. I really do. Because it helps you to calm down a little bit when you understand seed time harvest for real, for real. We've talked about it, but I think this is a little bit more in-depth study about what it takes to grow certain things in your spiritual life, right? So that's why I'm giving everybody time to do it. Because I really want to know what you got from it. Like, we do a lot of assignments and we don't get to come back to them, but this one I want y'all to take time and do it. Seed time harvest, yes. So you got to pick 5 of your favorite fruits and figure out how long it takes to grow, what needs to be in the soil, what type of environment does it grow in, where won't it grow well, what can stop it from growing, what's the yield, all of that. And I learned some interesting stuff today here too. 8 years for a kiwi, nigga, and I love kiwi. That's crazy. 8 years, that's a long time. So, I love y'all. I'm about to go.